Now I know the secret of how to get my staff to show up. Just bring babies in the room, you know? Thank you so much. We are extremely excited, and I know that many of you may find it hard to believe, but I was this adorable once also. And so we, the deputy and I, are really excited about this initiative to be the first city agency to have a lactation room. And we want to really thank our partners who are here. Standing to my left, of course, is the Deputy Borough President, Diana Reyna, our good friend from Delta Children, who have partnered with us on several initiatives, Joe Shami, the Assistant Commissioner and Director of Brooklyn District Public Health Office, Dr. Torianne Easterling, Stephanie Zimmerman, Chief of Staff for Council Member Cornegy, who has really, Councilman Cornegy opened a lactation room in his council office, so we really want to applaud him for being a pioneer on this. Marty Cole-Pullman, Executive Director of Worksites for Wellness, Joyelle Ray Alexander, who's from WellCare, who are great partners on this initiative and many other initiatives. Sharon Marshall Taylor, Program Manager of Brooklyn Breastfeeding Empowerment Zone, the New York City Department of Health and Mental Hygiene, and all of the folks who are here to cut the ribbon and to assist us in this great initiative. You know, being in labor should happen when you give birth, not when you're looking for a place to feed your child. And that's the message we want to send. It's not about parents being discreet. It's not about them having to find a place to hide to feed their children. No, we want parents to feel comfortable enough to feed their children in open air anywhere they want. What we're doing is giving this space here for those parents who choose to utilize this space to breastfeed or anything they want to do around feeding their child. But it is not a signal that we are moving away from the law that allows a parent to breastfeed anywhere they want to breastfeed. That is the goal, and that's the message we want to put out today. All of our partners have joined us here in this initiative of having a lactation lounge for our parents. And again, we can't thank Worksites for Wellness and Delta Children. Delta Children donated gliders and changing table, which you will see in a moment. They also were part of our Safe Sleep campaign last year, where we distribute 400 cribs. You can tell them hungry. 400 cribs and play yards to families in need. Department of Health and Mental Hygiene has been a partner with us for years on many of our initiatives, as well as the Cut the Salt and so many other programs that we have initiated throughout the year. Last month, I announced the family-friendly Brooklyn initiative, which we call for the passing of paid family leaves, funding for maternal depression trainings, in a new public lactation room at Borough Hall. We are announcing that we have reached the hurdle that we called for to have this lactation room. And nothing could be better in advance of Mother's Day on Sunday that we are announcing the opening of this room. Studies have clearly shown that you have a healthier baby when you allow a baby to be breastfed. So many early infections, such as ear infections, are impacted by mothers who breastfeed. So it's a great initiative that New York needs to lead the way, and right now we're not. Despite the known benefits of breastfeeding, New York City remains below the recommended levels, and a lot of this has to do with economic concerns, where folks are located, and the ethnicities of the baby. As part of an expansion of Department of Health Breastfeeding Empowerment Zones, we are announcing this in opening, and we are proud to say that this is the first city agency to do so, and it should not be mixed up with the law that requires city agencies to have a space for their employees. This is not only for our employees have a space, but we also now have a space where the everyday public, as they come downtown to shop or downtown to do their business, they will have a place to breastfeed their baby, as well as have a place where they can lounge and women can nurse and they can pump for their milk. We should be encouraged to be breastfed anywhere. Women should be encouraged to breastfeed anywhere, but we are happy that they know they can come here. Brooklyn has a red carpet to say you are welcome here to breastfeed your baby. I will be introducing legislation with Councilman Cornegy and the City Council to require the inclusion of rooms reserved for the use of lactating throughout the city of New York in public buildings. These will be designated rooms, and they are not bathrooms. There will be spaces where it is clean, well-lit, comfortable environment as we continue to explore the benefits of breastfeeding. So this is a gift to the mothers of Brooklyn that we are opening this lactation lounge and allow them to enjoy the beauty of motherhood and the beauty of breastfeeding their baby. This is a proactive healthcare. He can cry, it's serenading us. This is a proactive initiative to deal with healthcare issues prior to those healthcare issues impacting our children. I'll say it over and over again. Labor is a one-time experience. It should not be experienced when you're looking for a location to breastfeed your children. This is a labor-free process, and we're really proud to be cutting the ribbon on this initiative. I want to now turn the microphone over to a mother of two, the Deputy Borough President Diana Rayner.
Thank you so much, Borough President. I was wondering what mom has twins right now here. So I am the mother of two, and as I raised my boys, who are now 7 and 9, it was very challenging to be able to bring them to work with me in the council, to be able to lactate. This is a phenomenon, and when we're building out our city, we have to be sensitive to what are real family issues. And wanting to go out, being able to enjoy good weather, taking advantage of that with your child requires a lot of accommodations. And if this city isn't ready to embrace what is a family, a newborn, and their mother to be able to go out and enjoy a day at the park and then turn around and right behind them is a friendly institution that has dedicated space, then the time is never going to happen unless we do it now. And Borough President Adams has committed to that. And I want to thank Council Member Cornegy, who thought of it. I don't know why two men had to deal with it. But I do want to thank them. It was, yes, they have wives. So I want to thank them because they are transforming what is a clear message. The time is now for this city to get ready, to embrace mothers and their newborns, so that they can live healthier lives. Quiero dejar saber en español, brevemente, nosotros estamos aquí con el presidente del condado de Brooklyn, Eric Adams, yo soy la vicepresidenta Diana Reina, y estamos muy encantados este día compartiendo lo que es este momento con niños y niñas recién nacidos que tienen la oportunidad con su madre de disfrutar de un día como este, soleado, y poder tener un lugar a donde ir para darle seno a su niño. Es importante tener salones como estos dedicados en instituciones públicas para poder decir que nosotros en esta ciudad estamos dándole la oportunidad a una madre de hacerlo en una manera con dignidad y manera en la cual están dándole la bienvenida. Tenemos un derecho como madres de mandar ese servicio. Y este día aquí en Borough Hall se abren las puertas a toda madre con su hijo y darle seno para poder darle una vida saludable a su niño. Gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Allow
And our good friend from Delta Children, Joe, come on and say a few words.
I have to tell you, the Brooklyn Borough President and his team never cease to amaze me. They've done such a great job of caring about families. That's what my company, Delta's all about. We're a family-run company, third generation, started by my parents, and it's all about helping families live better. And the Brooklyn Borough President and his team have recognized it from the outset. Last year, we helped by donating 400 cribs to families in need. And today, we're helping moms do a better job of keeping their children healthy. You have my commitment, when you get the legislation passed, to be donating more and more product.
Thank you.
The gliders, the dressing tables, whatever is needed to make this initiative happen. And I'm very proud to be a part of it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Joe. And our great partner from the New York City Department of Health, Dr. Easterling.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here. Thrilled to be representing the Brooklyn District Public Health Office of the New York City Department of Health and Mental Hygiene. Although I am new in this position, I must say that I can see that Borough President Adams is truly committed to this cause, as I was also at the launch for the Friendly Family Initiative for Brooklyn. And I'm so happy to be here for the Lactation Lounge for the opening here as well. And so I congratulate Borough President Adams on what he's doing. The Brooklyn District Public Health Office is truly committed to addressing structural barriers to health inequities. We are actively engaged in the Brooklyn Empowerment Zone, Breastfeeding Empowerment Zone. And the Breastfeeding Empowerment Zone is a community-based initiative that trains and engages community members to truly support breastfeeding. And as you heard Borough President Adams speak about the benefits of breastfeeding, we truly understand and see that infection rates are down in children who are breastfed and exclusively breastfed. And so we want to make this message very clear for our mothers and for families as well, because we also know that it's important for males to be involved in this. As you see that there are a couple males up here as well, because we know how important this is. And so we continue to partner and engage with community partners. And we want to thank Borough President Adams for his continued work, and we continue to look forward to supporting this strong partnership as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you. And from my good friend, you know, if you guys both were here, it would be towering over us if Robert Cornegy was here. Ms. Zinnerman, Chief of Staff for Council Member Cornegy.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Thank you so much for doing this and joining the Breastfeeding Empowerment Zone family. I'm here today representing the tallest of the members of City Council. And as many of you know, he is the father of 6 children. His last 2 were twins, and his wife breastfed both while she was going back to work. So he was committed to having a lactation station in his office, and that lactation station at the district office has enjoyed a lot of support from the community, from the borough president before this one was open, certainly from our friends from the Brooklyn Breastfeeding Empowerment Zone and Worksites for Wellness. Both Marty and Sharon have been our mentors in making sure that our moms in Bedford-Stuyvesant and Northern Crown Heights have a comfortable, safe, and well-equipped room to breastfeed their babies. We are very excited about the legislation that is coming up, and we're looking forward to doing and spreading this initiative to other parts of Brooklyn. As the borough president always says, there's 1 Brooklyn. There's 3 in Brooklyn right now, and we look forward to more opening up. So I just want to close by reading a statement from our boss. Family business got him into this business, but it also took him out of town today. So that's the reason why he is not here. But his statement is, by creating a dedicated space for nursing mothers and babies, Borough President Adams is showing that Brooklyn Borough Hall is indeed the people's house. Having a lactation room is not about hiding away breastfeeding. Rather, today's launch and even the signs that will direct visitors to the lactation room raise public awareness that nursing and pumping are healthy, supported choices for families that are welcome and lawful everywhere across the state. This is more than a trend, it's a movement, and he is very proud to be a part of the Brooklyn Breastfeeding Empowerment Zone and lactation movement. So happy Mother's Day to you all.
Thank you very much. And speaking of wellness, Marcie Koperman.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I am Executive Director of Worksites for Wellness, and our mission, it's a nonprofit where we provide worksite solutions for working mothers who don't have access to lactation rooms at their work sites, even though they're supposed to have them. So that we think that the best model, at this point, is public lactation rooms, and we're so grateful to Borough President Adams for providing this one. Several of us have been working for years to try to get something in downtown Brooklyn, and this is a dream come true for us. So thank you.
Thank you so much. And our last two speakers from our good friends at WellCare, Joyelle Ray Alexander.
Thank you very much. WellCare Health Plans, we are absolutely thrilled and delighted to stand alongside Borough President Adams in his leadership in supporting families and particularly mothers in this way. WellCare Health Plans, we are committed to our members, to enhancing the quality of their life, and there is no better place that we would rather be and to continue our long-standing partnership with the Borough President Adams. So thank you so much for your demonstrated leadership, and we stand along with you. Thank you.
WellCare. And our last speaker before we do the ribbon cutting is Sharon Marshall Taylor, Program Manager of Brooklyn Breastfeeding Empowerment Zone, New York City Department of Health and Mental Hygiene.
So greetings, everyone. Once again, my name is Sharon Marshall Taylor. I'm the Program Manager for the Brooklyn Breastfeeding Empowerment Zone. And it's so great to see our community leaders take on to this initiative. Because the real reason why we have to do this, create lactation rooms, is that women in New York work. Mm-hmm. And that is one of the major barriers that women share in their ability to even start breastfeeding or continue breastfeeding. The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends that women breastfeed for 6 months exclusively. We know our moms return to work much sooner than that. So how do we create a partnership with our employers and with our neighborhoods to make a neighborhood that is more enabling for breastfeeding families? And I'm not making a mistake when I say breastfeeding families, because breastfeeding is not just women's work, it's all of our work to do. So we are grateful that policymakers, that furniture providers, that other motherhood groups are galvanizing around this effort so we can bridge that gap. So not just the mom who is staying at home, but the mom who has to go back to work even after 2 weeks. So we've even heard that some moms have had to return to work after 4 days, can still give their babies the most optimal milk, human milk, breast milk to their babies. And so this is, I love this location because it's at the nexus of where the lawyer works and where the fast food worker works as well. And they both have access to this room. So I want to thank all of you for joining in and supporting us in this initiative.
Thank you. Brooklyn is a place where we want to raise healthy children and families, and cutting the ribbon today is our further indication that this is of paramount importance for us. So mothers, are we ready? Mothers.
Pull the ribbon.
Well, come on, let me get some hands here. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
And you just open the door. Just open the door.
Okay, it's out. There you go. Take a couple steps.
Okay, careful with the babies.
Come on, who's the first one? Where's my guy? There you go.
Go first.